People have been calling this lightsaber a flashlight, and honestly, I don't know why. It doesn't look anything like a flashlight. We're taking a look at the one and only X23 lightsaber, Jecki. Let's get at it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. Today we're taking a look at something that is constantly referred to as a flashlight. And yes, Jecki and who's the other guy? Tormain poisoning or something like that. I forgot his name. Also pretty much has the same exact lightsaber. Jecki was played by the awesome actress that also plays X23 in Logan and now in Deadpool and Wolverine, so she was well trained in combat. Jecki went on and took on Chimera for a really badass battle, which unfortunately turned into her demise, which was brutal, just brutal. That little short lightsaber came out and went psh, 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 just brutal. So to honor her passing, we're gonna take a look at her lightsaber, and Jecki's lightsaber comes over from my good friends over at Artsabers. I'll put a direct link and discount code for you down in the description if you want to check this lightsaber out and everything else that Artsabers has to offer. And before we dig on into this lightsaber, if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please help support the channel by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button down below. And if you are a returning viewer, thanks so much for stopping by again. Let's dig into this unboxing. So this lightsaber, like I was saying, yeah, it does look like a flashlight. But I mean, really, when you think about it, the old Graflex lightsabers look like flashes for, cameras. Wonder why. So honestly, the fact that this looks like a flashlight means nothing to me. The original lightsabers were made from parts that look like real-world parts. And why? Because they were real-world parts. The Graflex was a flash to a camera. Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber was grenades and sinks. So whether this looks like a flashlight or not really means nothing to me, because the lightsabers that came before it in the originals were basically real world things to begin with. All right, and it comes with all of the standard stuff. We have the USB-C charging cable, the Allen wrench, we have a blade plug, we have a nice acrylic stand, and then of course you have a full manual. Unfortunately, the app information in here is out of date. So the app, the Xeno Configurator app that you will get now, is way more powerful than what's in here. We have a packet of retention screws and Allen keys. And of course, we have our NeoPixel blade. This blade is 32 inches long and a 1-inch diameter. And yeah, you can see the inspiration that was probably taken from a flashlight. Maybe she grabbed a piece of junk that used to be a flashlight and turned it into a lightsaber. All right, so let's dig on into this lightsaber so you can see everything on the inside. We're gonna unscrew the pommel. All right, and then we have our gold chassis right here. We have our access to our SD card. Flip on our kill switch there. 18650 battery and our USB-C charging port right there at the bottom. And of course, we are aligned with LED lights. Down at the bottom here, we do have this D-ring section. So I'm gonna show you this on. All right, you can hear the sound's a little bit muffled, and that's because we have a D-ring that can actually unscrew a little bit and expose a little bit more of the sound vents. So let's do both. So let me show you both with and without the D-ring cap. All right, and then I'll unscrew that. Pop that off for a second. And you can hear it's a lot sharper and a lot brighter. So now all that does really is just expose the audio vents so that everything's coming out in full. And then closed, open. You can hear that the sound is a bit sharper and brighter. And then close one more time. So it's a helpful little thing. This D-ring does kind of just float around a little bit, which I know is going to annoy a lot of people. So even with all the jingles, at least you can kind of take that right off. If that really bothers you, put that aside and it'll be louder for you. And if you want to toss it on your belt, you can just kind of screw it back on. Now moving on up to the wrap area. This is like a fake leather here. The only thing about this wrap versus what I've seen in the show, and not that I've seen it in the show, I've seen a lot of pictures. I've seen pictures of it kind of sitting on display like this. Now here you'll just see a big seam right down the bottom here. And from what I've seen from photographs that people have just posted, you can kind of just bounce around the internet and look up her lightsaber from, I think it was the San Diego Comic-Con 2024 or something, or the premiere. I forget exactly where I saw it, but her lightsaber, the back of the leather did kind of have all these ties and was all tied together really nicely. So if you know someone that really does some great leather work, they can really replicate that screen used wrap on there. Up here, we do have some really nice blue, red, and kind of yellowy heat staining. Let me see if I can get a little closer there for you. If you can see that right there, got some really nice heat staining towards the top. And on the side here, we have a whole bunch of vents that when you put your blade in, everything does light up because it's a nice shine through. So that is pretty cool right there. So as always, before I even get started, I want to make sure that the Xeno V3 is all up to date as far as the firmware. So let's bounce on in here, go over to our last tab, click into the Saber, and this could use an update. As of this video, we should be on 1.3.1. So let's update that here. All right, so that should only take a couple of minutes, so let's let it run. Beautiful, so that only took maybe about 2 minutes. So now once that fully updates, we have to reactivate our Saber.
Power on. App connected.
Now I want to hook in my blade because I want to make some adjustments to make sure that my blade is set right. All right, let's turn this on. Go to page 2. And adjust my blade length. Go to, I think it's 117 for a 32-inch blade. All right, that should work. And then I want to turn on countdown for the menu on the hilt. That way I know where I am. And that will add an extra beep. And you've probably seen the new app on here a bunch of times. Up on top here, we have all our different auditions. Tip drags, all that good stuff. And then right below that, you have your 3 different color settings. So you can go live preview on any color that you want to pick and even fine tune everything down over here. And then down below here, we have our font change, which we have 34 installed fonts.
The Assassin, the Knight. The Dark Lord Order. Fallen Apprentice Magenta. The Princess.
And then you can even go into here and adjust all the different hum settings. Right now we have a little pulse going on, and we can change the hum effect, which is the saber effect itself.
Candy Blade. Rainbow Blade. Unstable.
And then let's go over to saber mode, which is the ignitions. I don't know why they just don't call it ignitions. And let's just turn.
Standard mode.
That's pretty much it. That's about all I do with the app. Update, adjust my blade size, and then you can fiddle around with some of the settings and see certain things that you like. In page 2, they have other modes like, let's turn on multi-lock mode and multi-block mode. These are actually pretty cool. So let me just show you real fast. When you click on, in the app, the countdown mode, it's gonna add this extra beep so you know where you are. So that first beep is the countdown. So here we go. First one is volume.
Volume high.
1 beep is volume, 2 beeps
Unstable.
is the blade style, 3 beeps
Broken ignition.
is the ignition mode, 4 beeps is backwards on font,
Moonfield.
and if you want to go forward on your font, you just flip upside down and give a twist counterclockwise.
The Chosen. New Horizon.
Now you can also immediately go into an infinite color mode just by holding the button for 2 seconds.
Color change.
And you'll see this go into just rotating through the colors very slowly, just fading in and out. Find a color you like, just hit the button.
Color selected.
And you can also change the color really fast into 2 other modes. You have that quick color change, and then you have a twist mode. All right, so flip upside down, hold your button, and either twist left or right. So let's go counterclockwise to the left.
Color change.
All right, that's gonna put it into that quick mode where you see it's just kind of hitting colors. All right,
Color select.
hit the button to select, and then let's go clockwise. Hold your button and twist to the right.
Color change.
All right, so now we're in a twist mode, which you could just twist your saber, just like a Profi. And when you find the color you want, let's go to green. Right about there.
Color selected.
And there you go. Now the two modes I like to play with, which is multi-block and multi-lock, you're gonna hold the button for about half a second, right? One of them you're gonna swing, and the other one you're just gonna hold it. So let me show you both of those modes. All right, so half a second.
Enter multi-lock.
All right, so that's multi-lock mode. All right, and that's immediately gonna go into a block mode. Turn it off, hold it for a half a second again.
Exit multi-lock mode.
All right, multi-block mode, so you have like the blasters, all right? You're gonna hold it for half a second, but swing it at the same time.
Enter multi-block mode.
All right, now anytime you swing the saber, you're gonna get all of those blaster blocks without having to hit any of the buttons. And then turn it off, same thing. Hold it for half a second, give it a swing.
Exit multi-block mode.
And some of the ignitions are pretty cool. Third menu, 3.
Photon ignition.
Two, 3.
Stack ignition. Warp ignition. Phaser ignition.
All right, my friends, that is the Jecki lightsaber from the Acolyte show. Thank you so much for Artsabers for sending this over for everybody to check out. Again, I'll put a direct link and discount code for you down in the description if you want to check this out and everything else out over on their website. Let me know what you think down below of this lightsaber, and while you're down there, don't forget to help support the channel simply by hitting the like, subscribe, notification button, and share some videos. All right, I'll see you all in the next videos. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.